What's up, everybody? Welcome to the ReCoop. I'm your host, Cooper Daniels. I'm pouring coffee into a Bitcoin cup. It's Friday, the Friday after Christmas, the Friday before New Year's Eve. We're in the last days of the new year, or the old year. Oh my God, it's going great. You know, the end. I'm ready for this year to end. I understand it's a symbolic thing that we end these years and we feel that we get to start fresh, even though it's just another day. But you do start to realize, holy shit, you get a little bit of rest. You know, there's New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. There's a little bit of celebration, most likely. You got family. You probably got some time off for Christmas. Probably did some drinking, some letting off some steam. And then you enter the new year refreshed or hungover, but doesn't matter. And you're ready to do new things. Anyways, let's talk about mALGO. I'm just kidding. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Just checking. Somebody just texted me. It's not important. What's going on, everybody? How are you feeling? Are you feeling good? So it's an interesting thing. You know, I've been talking about all these different things all year, and people still don't know that the people behind C3 protocol are the same people that were behind mALGO. You still don't know that. Well, it is. They're called RAND Labs. And yesterday, an advocate of Algorand, an advocate of no rugs and scams. I think he's an advocate of Coop and Pepe. He tweeted something about RAND Labs and C3 protocol and where they've been with the mALGO hack. And then a gentleman named Zach XBT, who is the internet sleuth for crypto, yada, yada, liked that post. And I was like, well, shoot. Are people finally going to pay attention to the thing that I covered extensively earlier this year? I mean, not just earlier this year, like many months ago. I was on the show and people were watching it, actually. It was my most popular time. You know, we were doing 200, 300 live viewers a show. Before I started, or even more than that, because Twitter is a completely different thing. Twitter adds a lot to it. But anyways, it doesn't matter. C3 protocol is the same as RAND Labs. Borderless capital is basically the same thing as RAND Labs. People will say that that's a mean thing to do. But Algo Capital turned into Borderless Capital. Algo Capital, Borderless Capital, RAND Labs. It's all very. David Garcia, the head of Borderless Capital, is heavily involved with the beginnings of RAND Labs. They try to say it's separate. We did a whole thing. I showed you different corporations that were, LLCs that were created with Pablo Yabo and David Garcia. They are longtime partners. Pablo Yabo from RAND Labs, mALGO. He had a big hack many years ago, and now we got a big hack with mALGO. Now they're doing C3 protocol. And, after the mALGO hack, Borderless Capital wanted the foundation to make all, it turns out that mostly, and it's not surprising, but Borderless Capital, most of their portfolio companies were hit. Now we're an Algorand ecosystem. Borderless Capital was the main VC in Algorand. So it's not surprising that was mostly their things, but they were mostly failing projects like Prismatic and I don't know what else. Who else lost a lot? I forget at this point. I haven't refreshed, but it was a lot of the Borderless Capital portfolio companies, and they wanted everybody to be made whole from the foundation. It all just was a very messy situation. And now it appears that Zach XBT might be on the scene. So, I mean, if I can help him, because people actually listen to him, you fuckers don't listen to me. Maybe it's the way I package it. Maybe I'm not packaging it. And I also just pulled back on the gas, a bit. I kind of let up on the gas is what you say. I let up on the gas for that. Anyways. Sorry for swearing. So I don't know. I don't know what you guys want to make of it, but it is definitely true that RAND Labs and C3 Protocol are the same team. So that's that. And yeah, so what's going on? It's Friday. What do you guys have plans for this weekend? I don't really. I'm going to hang out with my kids. I'm probably going to do a lot of different cleaning. I'm going to be in my garage cleaning. I'm losing people, man. I'm losing people. You guys came for it. And then I guess I started yammering. I'm tired. You guys, anybody else tired? Let's see. What do you guys got? Oh, Guard. Thank you. Yeah, Guard was another one. Happy New Year, Coop. Thank you for all you did this past year. Thank you, 409. Work is stupid. That's for sure. I should be playing video games instead of not working. That'd be fun. Can't believe 2023 has flew by. Daisy, if you do, I can't believe it either. I can't believe I'm ending it telling people that the mALGO people are the same as C3 Protocol. Happy New Year, Coop. Bigger and better, Coop, in 2024. That's for damn sure. Well, hello, everyone. Hi, Chris. What are we going to talk about today? I don't know. We want to talk about Voy? Ask me a question. Today's the day, guys. You guys can ask me anything today. You all right? You want my true, honest answers. Let's end 2023 with a bang. This is the last show of 2023. So sure, we can talk about mALGO, we can talk about RAND Labs, we can talk about C3 Protocol, Borderless Capital, Algo Capital, we can talk about Stacy, we can talk about John Woods. Anything that I covered in 2023, let's put it to bed today and let's move on. Next week, just start with new shit. Let's talk about new things, more exciting things. So if you have anything that you would like me to talk about, if you'd like my opinion on, today is the day I will regurgitate everything from 2023. And I'll do my best to shoot it straight. Happy Friday, Coop. Well, thank you, Pablo. Mort, cheers. Nice haircut, Coop. Thank you very much. I'm growing my gray beard. Coop, do the whole in French. Oh, oui, oui. So, yeah. I have been in a movie. I've been in a couple movies where I've been dubbed in French. So you can see me, my face speaking French. Yes, what's up, El Crypto? Happy Friday. I love this show, Capit says. Andy Kaufman style. There we go. Good morning, Dennis Bad Taxi. Nice to see you again. Stop being ahead of the curve. The curve is so slow. When we all have our bags packed and we're hiking up the mountain and I'm like, there's a lion. And we're like, but we get more money if we get to the top of the mountain. Fuck that lion. And then you get to the top of the mountain and then the money's not there. And you're like, all right, what about that lion? What an analogy. What an analogy. That's a tired brain right there. Algo Explorers, RAND Labs too. That's for sure. That's for sure. No, what RAND Labs is, along with Borderless Capital, which was formerly Algo Capital, is basically the beginnings of all things Algorand. Okay. So they got tremendous amounts of money, tremendous amounts of Algo. They got to buy it at even cheaper prices than you were able to buy it last year or this year. And they did build foundational things. They built things like mALGO, built things like Algo Explorer, and I don't know what else. But then there was a new regime at Algorand Foundation, and all of a sudden, I think money dried up for old Borderless Capital and RAND Labs. And then all of a sudden, mALGO gets hacked. And then all of a sudden, Algo Explorer is down and no longer able to be financed. Give me a fucking break, man. It's such a scam. All right, Algo Explorers, RAND Labs. It doesn't pay to be early in the news. It doesn't. And what is it? What's the saying and who said it? Also in investing, being early is the same as being wrong. Hence, my ceremonial soul short. I guarantee you I'm right, but boy, am I wrong. It doesn't pay to be early. Do you guys know of a decent desktop wallet that is Ledger compatible? For Algo is what he wants to know. No, you're going to have to use Parawallet or DFly. Guard was what I was looking for. It's Borderless too. All those guys are bad news for sure. It is, and it's true. It's true. It does seem like it, and they're washed away. So maybe. And by the way, when I was doing a lot of this talking earlier in the year, I was finding support. I was finding support in places that you may find surprising in the background, which I'm not going to sit here and reveal all those people. But I found surprising support and people being like, yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah. You're what you're doing is risky, but what you're doing is right. And then when they said what I was doing was risky, I thought, oh. I like my children. All right. I have heard that TravelX is bringing a lot of volume to the chain. I have heard that as well. There was a new partnership. We talked about it yesterday. And TravelX is doing good work. Yeah. It's because you smell of old leather. Oh, man. There's some Oreos in the break room. Be right back. Okay. World Renowned just found out that there is Oreos in his break room at his work. And that man likes some free food. Okay, I won't read that. If you work, okay. Well, there's a little bit of being like, hey, man, there's investors in your employer. And we just made the point. This is the deal. This is the deal that, in fact, Borderless Capital has invested in almost everything that exists on Algorand. So let's not discourage courage, I would say. Let's not discourage courage. I really love Allo Explorer. Taco is excited for Allo. It looked good, right? I saw some pictures of it and I thought it looked good too. You think C3 protocol will be successful, Coop? I absolutely do not. I do not think it will be. I don't. I don't think that they have anybody. I don't think they have anybody. And now that Zach XBT is looking into them, they're probably going to be revealed for something. Maybe it's not what I was looking at because I couldn't go deep enough. So, maybe I'm wrong about a lot of these things. I don't know because I'm not going to go deep enough. And, but he certainly can and has the resources and the connections to go as deep as he wants to go. So I don't think so. I would say no. I would not be betting on a C3 token. I don't even know that they have a token, by the way. The capital wasn't so borderless after the regime change. Good mornings, evenings, everyone. Good morning and evening to you, Mel. Coop, Crypto for Change. We're back, baby. Crypto for Change. We're back in my heyday, man. Talking about mALGO again. I'm bringing back the hits. This is it's kind of funny, actually. This was not planned. This just pops up. But honestly, if we're going to look at the metrics of my show, talking about this topic is the greatest hits of 2023. I am looking forward to different topics in 2024. But today's the day, folks. I'm here. My kids, my wife, they all left. Not permanently, thank God. But they left the house. I have time. I have nothing but time today. So I'm kicking back. I got my slides on, got a shirt on. I'm ready to go. So let's go. You will use Para. I would use Ledger just as storage. I would move funds to play to another wallet after what happened earlier. Yeah, look, you can do things like you can have a isolated phone that you only use for this type of stuff. You can just have separate wallets that you never touch and then use your Ledger, with that phone, and you should be fine. Everything's gonna be okay. Just protect your Ledger. Are Algorand NFTs or close to it? No. Or are Algorand NFTs dead or close to it? I don't think so. No, absolutely not. I say no to that. That's my question. No, World Renowned. Dom Cooper. Jeffrey. Thank you. Thank you for the $5, Jeff. Happy New Year to you too. And you deserve more. Well, I appreciate just that generosity at all, Jeffrey. You've been generous. Jeffrey is an account that I have seen, by the way, in my comments and watching the show since the first Algo Fest. I think you donated $5, I think, or something like that at the first Algo Fest, which was at least a couple years ago. I don't even know. I don't even know time. Was that 2021? Algo Fest was that 2021? So he's been a supporter of the show for a long time. It's great to see that you're still there. And that is one thing that I have seen with this show. It might not have grown to be huge, but the retention is pretty high. So I appreciate that. I know that we're all hanging out together. We're friends. Hopefully someday our club will get a little bigger. Borderless never invested in Taco Coin. Taco Coin is pure taco, carnitas. You can get carnitas, barbacoa. I don't know what you can get. But I would find it very fun to stand out in front of that taco truck and eat some tacos with the taco coming people. So one day we should do Koopa-Palooza in Iowa, and we should have the taco coin truck there. And who's playing the music? My wife won't do it. Maybe she would. She likes the stage. All right, Mel, that's what I have been doing. I'm hoping another desktop application is built at some point. I sure hope so too, and I think they're working on it. There's somebody. Isn't DFly working on a desktop application? DFly is on the scene, Jeffrey. I think we should split between hardware wallets too, as storage thing seems shaky lately. Yeah, I know. It would be nice to have other options also than Ledger. That we're in a dicey time. We're in a dicey industry with a lot of attack vectors and a lot of enemies, and we don't know who the good guys are. It's rough. It's a rough thing, and if you're in this, you truly are. We've been saying this from the beginning. The big we, that we're in the Wild West, and doesn't it just really feel like we're in the Wild West? We are in the Wild West, so there is a lot of risk in what we're doing here. So be careful with your finances. And if you haven't been careful with your finance, be careful with your finances moving forward. But there's also times, if you're in the game, play the game. If crypto is dead again, we said this yesterday, this is not financial advice, but when crypto is dead again and everything tanks, the game is you buy then. The game is not buying Sol at $126 after a 1 trillion X, even though the game might actually push it to 200 because they're psychopaths. I mean, if the rumors are, and it's not even rumors, if FTX did outsource their trading to Novogratz, the man with the Luna tattoo, there's games being played, and they're going to probably win. And they're sucking up a lot of retail money in Sol, and they're using it as exit liquidity. It's the oldest damn trick in the book, and they're doing it right in front of our face, and it's working again because Sol is cool. Got to end out the year big with mALGO. I like that. Good morning, Coop. Good morning, Fred. Great to see you. Thanks for showing up. That meme tweet of mALGO and C3 was pretty funny. I don't know what that one is. What are we talking about? Man, if Ledger goes down, I'm done with crypto. Yeah, because that is especially in the Algorand ecosystem, that's one of the only real options to self-custody your crypto in any real way. And if the whole point is to self-custody and you can't self-custody, even with a lot of due diligence and stuff, I could see why you would get really, really disappointed. So hopefully. But I don't think it will. I don't think it will either. You can't be like, I know important people. I don't know those important people anymore. They don't know me. They're like, Coop who? Coop who? Who's Coop? Who's Coop? Coop. I like this guy named Teddy ReCoop. They've all moved on. Define dead. Reverse. I was here since Crypto Nerd was talking algo. Me and Crypto Nerd in the first Algo Fest. Crypto Nerd pissed off those guys. He tried to jack the Algonauts Twitter handle. And they were like, can we have that? And he was like, for how much? They're like, what? There you go. There's some tea. There's some two-year late tea. Rand Labs needs to update everyone about the mALGO hack. It stinks. Rand Labs doesn't even want you to know that they exist anymore. Rand Labs is like, Rand Labs who? We're C3. We're C3 Labs. They're just making shit up real quick and not even creatively, like me. Coop, let's do it. All right, Rand Labs needs to update. I would agree. Yes, DFly is working on it more. I don't think they will talk about that anymore. Are we done with Barb topic? Is Barb dead? No. Come on, Barb is Barbastic. Is barbiturates. It's Barbasol. I mean, Barb is Barbly, Barbara. I don't think that we talked about this yesterday, and I tried to do a "We Are All Barbara" thing for Barb, but I got 3 likes, so I stopped. I've got nothing from local law enforcement. They need to. I've got nothing from local law enforcement. You know, Mort's like, man, I lost my money, and nobody gives a shit. I care, Mort. I tried. Mel, Solana Del Rey. Nice singer. Good morning, Vince. Good to see you. Tap that like button, folks. Taco has the right idea. Like the thing. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let's start off. Bad humor. Sorry. We need treasure support. That would be fantastic. We do need treasure support. False Coop. Everyone knows who you are. That's right. Thank you, Crypto Turd. Okay. Not trying to throw flamethrowers at Crypto Nerd. Been nothing but nice to me. He was an advocate of Algorand, and he got, he tried to build something and it didn't work. I think that's the story of Crypto Nerd. He was a hustler. He was a businessman, and he was trying to make a business, and he was playing the game the way he saw the game to be played. And then when it wasn't working, he said, okay, well, there's something else. Probably I can make money somewhere else. I got kids. Nerd went very heavy into Yieldly and lost an insane amount of money. Yeah, and I think you're right. He did go heavy into Yieldly. I remember that. And there was something that happened with Nerd and Yieldly. Oh man, Yieldly, bummer. Yeah. Andy's in the house. What's going on? Buy Coop and never sell it. It's your store of value. Coop is better than BTC. Coop Daniels is Satoshi Nakamoto. Man, this guy, I want this guy following me. I need this guy just sitting in my living room. And every time my wife says something, he just hypes me up. You know what I mean? I love that. Got to get you on retainer. Just sit you can sit. I'll even give you my chair. I'll sit in the shittier chairs. You can just sit in my big comfy chair, Andy, and put my wife in check. Oof, Daisy, that's rough. It was rough. He did lose. I do believe that he did lose a lot on Yieldly. Let's stop talking about him and his misfortune. Peps is the real. Fisherman loves the Peps, man. Will somebody tell me the story of Peps? Who is Peps? Do we know? Did it just come out of thin air? Like, who is the man behind the Peps? What's up, Albert? What's up, future millionaires? LOL. Seb was an advisor for Nerd's Citrus platform also. Ooh, boy. Yieldly told Taco Coin to give them $250,000 to list their early days. I laughed them off. Oh, that was what it was, right? Nerd probably gave them a ton of something, and then they dumped it. They probably hurt his token. All right. Well, if you guys keep it coming, you guys keep up any questions, I'll be back in a few minutes to the chat, and we will continue this. If anything comes up, we'll go on to Twitter. Let's just make this loose today. We'll look at the markets like we do every day. And then we'll go. I'll read some Eldar Solana FUD. I saw that before I signed on. I think that might be fun. And then we'll just search around. And then if you guys have any questions, if you want to ask me about anything, literally anything, you can ask me about. I may deflect, but most likely I'll tell you the answer that I know. I typically am. I typically self-sabotage like that. Okay, let's keep going. Let's add the source. That's not right. Not add source. Share screen. I'm doing great. All right, we'll do this. Let's go to where he refused to sign the NDA. The Coops needs to earn some Coop. Coop-oo. I know, right? The fact that the Coops holders never earned any Coop is weird. Oh, no, that's not true. You just had, there was a time and there was a big announcement that if you held a Coop, you were immediately qualified for the Coop drop. And I made that very clear for a long time. And for all the time leading up to the big Cooperoo, the big Coopla, when I gave it all away, or when Devin gave it all away, I was very thorough in trying to make sure that anybody and everybody that held Coops was able to get a Coop, which was your ticket to, what was it again? How many? 79,000 or something? So Coop holders definitely were rewarded. All right, let's move on. Okay, so we'll look here real quick. The stock market is pushing down to end the year, but S&P 500 falls, but looks to close out 2023 with a 24% gain. So 25% gain is a pretty good return on the S&P 500 for the year. Congratulations to all you SPY holders and whatever else. Okay, I'm going to go see migration, I think, with my kids. Oh, I should do that. Maybe I'll do that with the bigger kids this weekend. Apple stock underperformed top tech peers in 2023 due to longest revenue slide in 22 years. Apple's dominance is going down, and if their stuff, if their company and their troubles in China continue, that could also be pretty bad. Corporate bond yields are nothing I'm going to read about. Russia pummels Ukraine with massive wave of airstrikes. 31 reported killed. So they're making their move. Bleak. NVIDIA to launch slower version of its gaming chip in China to comply with U.S. export controls. That's got to be irritating for China. I know we mentioned this yesterday, but let's just look at it real quick. The new NVIDIA RTX 4090D has 11% fewer processing cores than versions sold outside of China. All right, well, you see what's going on. I mean, they're obviously going to be able to get around that. All right, I don't see anything exciting. You guys see any? Did I pass anything that you found exciting? Because I didn't see anything exciting. PayPal's down. Pretty much Tesla's been bouncing between 200 and 300 all year. All right. Let's go to Bloomberg real quick. Did I refresh? Trump ballot fights threaten voting chaos for Republicans. Trump barred from Maine primary ballot. California keeps him on. Colorado GOP asks Supreme Court to keep Trump on state ballot. Okay, so that's a whole mess that we're not diving into. Maloney secures Italian budget sign-off. Nope, don't care. Everyone got burned. Wall Street missed a great stock rally of 2023. Coinbase custody shuffles leadership during spot Bitcoin ETF race. Interesting. Damn it, I can't click on this because I need to subscribe to this stupid site. I will in the new year. Rick Schoenberg. All right, sorry. I'm like reading through the paywall. This is an elite show, folks. Why is this not growing? Just kidding. Okay, crypto options trading volume hits record as ETF deadline nears. This is going to be an exciting beginning of the year, isn't it? What are we going to get? Are we going to get a sell the news? Are we going to get are we going to get a buy the news? Is it going to be approved? Will 2024 be the year of the Bitcoin ETF? The picture of Hester Pierce? I think that's Hester Pierce. All right, enough. Let's go to a site where I can click on the articles. How about that? All right, Bitcoin is pushing down below 42. Bitcoin worth $1 billion leaves exchanges and largest single day outflows in 12 months. Net outflows from exchanges are often taken to represent investors' intention to hold the coins. Is this new outflows, or is they talking about when, like recently, when Binance and CZ, came over to Seattle and is now the government is basically, the U.S. government is in charge of Binance, and people moved it off Binance because now they are worried about being surveilled by the U.S. government. Like, I hate all these false narratives. I don't know. Did this happen? I guess this happened recently. On Wednesday, okay, it's just Wednesday, just over 28,000 BTC worth 1.2 billion left centralized exchanges, the largest single day outflow in BTC terms since December 14th, 2022. Net outflows from exchanges are often taken to represent investors' intention to take direct custody of coins or preference for a long-term holding strategy. The NASDAQ-listed Coinbase, which is a custodian for 9 of the 12 proposed spot BTC exchange-traded funds in the U.S. alone, saw an outflow of 18,000 BTC on Wednesday. That has the crypto community on social media platforms speculating about institutional activity ahead of an expected ETF in early January. The overall BTC balance of wallets tied to centralized exchanges has dropped to 2.3 million, the lowest since April 2018. Other things being equal, fewer coins on an exchange means weakening supply side pressures and potential for price appreciation. Bitcoin changed hands at 42.7 at press time, up 158% on a year-to-date basis. Well, it's pushing down the price with that activity, so who the hell knows what's going on? But that's what they're speculating on. Oh, okay, so was this because Bitcoin miners sold? Is that why we're down? Crypto miners' Bitcoin reserves slid to the lowest point since May following a spat of withdrawals this week and a sign of mounting selling pressure as the largest cryptocurrency posted December gain of more than 13%. Miner reserves measure the number of coins held by the affiliated miners' wallets. The number drops as the coins are moved to crypto exchanges, possibly as a prelude to a sale. Miners began balancing their books in late October, with reserves entering a decline that accelerated this growth. Reserves now number 1.832 million BTC held by miners, down from October's high. Ali Charts pointed out that the miners have sold 3,000 Bitcoin over the last 24 hours, equating to around 129 million. The cryptocurrency is currently trading at 42.8, down from yesterday's high of 43.7. Okay, so we're definitely having, I guess, miners selling. We're still under 42. Okay, just crept up back over 42. Okay, moving on. Don't really know what to say about all that, other than maybe is bullish. OKX is suspending trading on Dash, Zcash, and Monero. The Avalanche Foundation is pumping their meme coins. When Algorand Foundation makes a huge Coop coin purchase, Algorand Foundation, look at the Avalanche Foundation. The Avalanche Foundation, whose grants and investments help support the development of the Avalanche blockchain ecosystem, is considering buying meme coins as a part of a drive that recognizes the distinct niches of the cryptocurrency market after a surge in tokens such as Bonk almost single-handedly kickstarted activity on the Solana network earlier this month. The selection process for the collection will be based on criteria such as the number of holders, liquidity thresholds, project maturity, principles of a fair launch, and overall social sentiment. I mean, are you kidding me? So funny. All right, I mean, whatever. CoQ. Husky. I mean, I guess, man, we did see, Bonk and all that did definitely lead the charge in this crazy Solana pump. God, they're working hard to make Solana the ETH killer. They want that bad. All right, let's look at the block real quick. Then we'll look at prices, and I'll come back to you guys. All right, we just read about that. There's a Canadian crypto exchange that had a security breach. New York judge grants SEC summary judgment over claim that Terraform sold unregistered securities. All right, what is Vitalik talking about? Buterin wrote today in a blog post that there's a large ideological rift where the non-blockchain world would see the crypto space as a distraction. Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin said the original visions of, let me just make sure I'm sharing. I am. Of Web3 have faded somewhat into the background, with many projects shifting away from the core idea of decentralization. I mean, for real, like, yeah. In a blog post, Make Ethereum Cypherpunk Again, published today, Buterin wrote that there is a large ideological rift where significant parts of the non-blockchain decentralization community see the crypto world as a distraction and not as a kindred spirit and a powerful ally. He noted that the term Web3 was originally coined by Ethereum co-founder Gavin Wood. Rather than seeing it, as I initially did, as Bitcoin plus smart contracts, Gavin thought about it more broadly as one of a set of technologies that could together form the base layer of a more open internet stack. I got to read this. Rather than seeing it as I initially did, as Bitcoin plus smart contracts, Gavin thought about it more broadly as one of a set of technologies that could together form the base layer of a more open internet stack. Gavin did a good job, guys. I feel like Polkadot's doesn't get enough love, and garbage like garbage. I have to stop calling things garbage. That doesn't help me grow the channel. Stop doing that. Buterin said that people use cryptocurrency to send and save money in many countries, but they often do this through centralized means, either through internal transfers on centralized exchange accounts or by trading USDT on Tron. Buterin pointed out that the number one culprit he would blame as the root cause of the shift in the rise is the rise in transaction fees. When the cost of writing to the chain is 0.001 cent, or even 10 cents, you could imagine people making all kinds of applications that use blockchains in various ways, including non-financial ways. But when transaction fees go to over $100, degen gamblers would remain willing or become even more willing to play. When degen gamblers, often considered high-risk traders, become the largest group using the chain on a large scale, this adjusts the public perception in the crypto space's internal culture. Yes. I feel like I like this thing that he wrote. I should have read this last night before the show. While Buterin pointed out, not this article, his actual paper. While Buterin pointed out the existing issues in the community, he also outlined the positive developments within Ethereum in 2023. He wrote that advancements in scaling solutions like rollups, second-generation privacy solutions, and the emergence of account abstraction and light clients could offer hope for a revival of the decentralized ethos, which is something that if you're in Algorand, you're probably screaming in your brain right now, or maybe yelling at your computer screen. They're like, Silvio Macaulay, zero knowledge proofs, light client state proofs. Can't if you know, we can do this. We can do it, Algorand. Silvio's figured it out. Come on, guys. Come along. Stop it. Stop ignoring my friend, my confidant, Algorand. Buterin said that there's a growing awareness that unchecked centralization and over-financialization cannot be what crypto is about. Such increasing realization in the key technologies mentioned above together present us with an opportunity to take things in a different direction. Zero knowledge proofs. Zero knowledge proofs and their increasing developer friendliness open new possibilities for consumer applications and privacy-preserving technologies. Buterin envisions a future where Ethereum becomes a hub for a range of applications, from decentralized social media to secure anonymous voting systems. These technologies are most widely adopted as ways of improving Ethereum scalability as ZK rollups, but they're also very useful for privacy. In particular, the programmability of zero knowledge proofs means that we can get past the false binary of anonymous but risky, as KYC, therefore safe, and get privacy and many kinds of authentication and verification at the same time. Okay, come on, we got to stop reading so much. But let's get to the core values. I like that. Buterin also urged the Ethereum community to follow the core values: open, global participation, decentralization, censorship resistance, auditability, credible neutrality, cooperative mindset, and tool building. It is very possible to build things within the crypto ecosystem that do not follow these values. One can build a system that one calls a layer 2, but which is actually a highly centralized system secured by a multi-sig with no plans to ever switch to something more secure. Resisting these pressures is hard, but if we not do so, then we risk losing the unique value of the crypto ecosystem and recreating a clone of the existing Web2 ecosystem with extra inefficiencies and extra steps and less accountability to those centralized people that are able to just steal from you. I mean, yes to everything I just read in that article. Yes, this guy is a good leader for the space in that capacity. What he just said is absolutely right. What he's breaking down is the only reasons I've had multiple interviews with people talking about the things that he's talking about, where I'm constantly focused and excited about that, because these are those values are the reasons why I got excited about the space in the first place. That's why I get so upset about the garbage that happens and the scams and the Solana, like the FTX now playing the game, the Novigrads, the Lunas, all that garbage that I have been calling out as garbage forever. I wasn't a Luna. I wasn't playing that game. I wasn't doing any of that crap. It's frustrating that we have gotten so far, and it just makes it so easy to say that it needs to shut down, because if it's just a big fucking stupid casino, then what are we doing? It's just an unregulated casino. And it's not that, and we know that. And there are very smart people like Silvio Macaulay and Vitalik Buterin and Satoshi Nakamoto that actually believed in something. I don't know, Vitalik is like definitely the leader of Ethereum, and there's a lot of corruption. There's a lot of weird things that have happened. Who knows? I don't know. But I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and speculate on that right now. All right. Okay, we're done. Let's look at prices. It's not a casino. Let's look at prices. How dare you speculate? Oh shit, look at this. It's up 6.4. It's up 6%. All right, sorry. Greed, we're still greedy. Bitcoin is back over 42.1. It's in the last hour, it is feeling a little happy. Ethereum's up 1% over the last hour. People like the paper. Ethereum's up. Oh, I guess it's down after 7 days. But it definitely pumped because it was sitting at 2,200 for a while. BNB is still up over 15% in the last week. It is down 5% over the last day, though. Solana up, green across the board, up almost 9% over the last 7 days, up 6% over the last 24 hours, and up 2% over the last hour. Nothing I say will change that. People love it. People love Solana. Solana, the U.S. government, Solana and Binance, U.S. government captured entities. Oh, man. Oh, I promised I would break down on some of that stuff. I have to do an actual research. I'll do a video. I talk about Solana enough to where I should actually lay out a real case instead of just throwing innuendo and stuff out there. So I will do that work for the new year. You guys deserve that. If you're going to keep on hearing me drone on about it. XRP sitting at the same exact place. Love 60 cents now. It used to love 50 cents. So now it loves 60 cents. It's pretty good. Cardano is still up there, but down over the last week and day. AVAX is definitely down over the last 7 days. Polkadot up over the last 7 days, up over $8. Polygon's up. Tron is stuck to 10 cents and has been for a while. Cosmos at 11. Near's down over the last day, but still up 8% over the last week. How's the volume, by the way? Volume is still pretty good. It's around the same it's been all week. Monero's down. OKX delisting probably wasn't great news for them. Okay, VeChain down a little bit. Stacks on stacks on stacks down a touch, but this is recovering. BSV is pumping like a crazy man. Look at that. BSV, number 42, up 90% over the last 7 days. There you go. Calvin, old Calvies, buying some BSV. Pump, pump, pump. He'll dump on you. Don't worry. Don't you worry. Multiverse X has surpassed Algo, and so is Arbitrum, and so is Celestia, and so is BSV. Multiverse X is up 13%. Formerly, what was that? E-Gold. It was, what was it called? Elrond before. Algorand is at number 46, still in the top 50, but it's down 3% over the last week and down a couple percent over the last 24 hours. The volume is pretty high for Algorand, so they're trading the hell out of it. But it's sub 23 cents at this point. Thorchain is down a little bit. What is FDUSD? Sorry, I just yawned. I don't even know what FDUSD is. I don't care. All right. First Digital USD. All right. Is that it? Is that all we care about here? Ordi, Sats. God, Ordi's $75. Wild. Now, Avalanche Foundation is going to deploy funds to pump meme coins. FTT token, they're definitely exiting their FTT. They had that up to $5 for a bit. It's at 3 now. It's down 16% over the last week. It's falling down the charts. It's at the number 70. Like, who is trading this and who owns this? I guess people that tried to short it, and now they're, they got wiped out. I don't know. They're playing games. Bonk is down 21% over the last week, up 10% though over the last 24 hours. So it's bonking back up. Sweet. Where's say what you want to say? I didn't see that. Oh, there it is. It's climbing. Jesus. Say what you want to say, but say is pumping like crazy. Yeah, got a 1.3 billion market cap, up 65%. Axelar's up to $1.17. Do you guys know that Axelar was created by one of the original Algorand creators? I think a former student of Sylvia Macaulay. Did you know that? I don't know if he's a former student though. That's not confirmed. But Axelar is a cross-chain thing that will be more successful, is more successful, and will be more successful than something like thru protocol, won't it? But it's a different thing. Okay. All right. So we did that. Let's look at Vestige. How are the meme coins on Algorand doing? Uh-oh. You guys just really dumping that barb. Oh, barb. Should have sold my barb. Should have sold my barb. Oh, poor. Why am I singing? I'll share this tab instead. Oh, sweet Uncle Barbie. Sweet Auntie Barbie. Look at him waving at us. 30%. Oh, no. You guys have the attention of turkeys. Play free Cosmic Champs and earn. You can win some Vest. You can win some Coop, some Meta, some Gems, some, I don't know, and some Cosmic Champs token. Sweet Uncle Barbie. Sorry, I keep on calling it Sweet Uncle Barbie. What happened? So it got all the way up here, and then it did this. I mean, this happens, This is the life of a meme coin. I shouldn't have hold it. Okay, I'll pump it. Oh, now there's a lot of exit people. We got to pump. We got to get out. You just need somebody with some cojones to come in there and pump the shit out of it and get everybody excited again. Maybe the Avalanche Foundation, maybe Bark the Shark needs to approach the Avalanche Foundation. Papyrium up 11%. Polka Gold, something that everybody thought was a scam, but probably, I don't know, but it's up 25%. That's feeling good. That's got the juice. Polka Gold's got the juice. KubeCoin's got the juice. I mean, and to be fair to Sweet Uncle Barbie and Aunt Polka Gold and Cousin Papyrium, KubeCoin did hit 10 cents and took a nosedive from there. So it happens. But look at Koopy, man. Been around since the golden years of who knows what. Up there testing 4 cents, showing the resilience. Maybe I should cut this short and head out into the Guatemalan forest. Give a little, hey guys, KubeCoin Dev here, Devin. Wait, that's not even how I talk it. Hey guys, KubeCoin Dev here, Devin. I just wanted to say it's the new year soon, and it's just like once upon a time, a long time ago, there was a guy named Koopies. And Koopies was like, I don't want to do this anymore. So then I started doing some deving because I like to dev. And then I shat on a lady named Stacy, and then a lot of people were like, I don't like him. And then they were like, fuck you, bitch. Sorry. Oh, man. When I don't know what to say, I just swear. All right. GORA having a day. Look at you, GORA. 10% up in the last 24 hours. I just wanted to know what happened to Planet. Planet seems a little bit planetary. Why is my A-ware just sitting there reading the A-air and not giving me any planets? I want a planet, but I just have a stupid, expensive oxygen. Yieldy, more like Seb's scam artist, man. Going to a new chain, never gets there, tries to come back to the old chain, and everyone's like, we don't like you. I like Goman. Goman's friendly. Headline, more like in the back of the newspaper. Whatever happened to you, bros? You supported the ReCoop, so I'll be nice. Cometa, it's okay. Finite, you're so nice. Would anybody still watch if I did this? Oh my God, Algo Gems. I traded a trader on a trading platform and then everyone forgot about me. Octorand, Barbcoin. Sorry, guys. I hate myself right now. All right, I'm done. I'm just clicking through this and not even saying anything funny, which is unfortunate because usually when I just start spouting off in that voice, at least something happens, but just nothing was happening. I guess the headline, more like back pages, was kind of funny. All right. All right, let's go back to the chat. Is anybody still here? Yeah, there's a few of you. Thanks for sticking down. The vestige breakdown is pure gold. All right, let's see. Let's get this off and let's look at the chat. Okay, we talked about that. 100, no one cares other than you, Coop. Thank you, Mort. Talking about the mALGO hack. I did try. I tried real hard, and I keep on calling them out every time I can, but you guys don't like it. You don't like me for it. You don't appreciate me. What's up? What's up? Yep. We already talked about this. Coop clear, then haha. If you could go back, Coop, and knowing what you know now, yeah, well, probably would have just, if I could go back, many good Algo fam getting booted from cryptocurrency on Reddit, not allowed to post support for Algo or TravelX. I mean, how stupid is that? What's going on? Like, if you're the mod of the cryptocurrency thing on Reddit, I don't really pay attention to Reddit. I never created enough karma. The only time I ever go to Reddit is when I'm looking at old threads to try to, figure out some research on things that are under talked about. And then, you obviously have to sift through all of the bullshit and you eventually can find a coherent argument. But it's unfortunate that the cryptocurrency Reddit, when something like tokenized airline tickets, which is a real world use case for blockchain technology and cryptocurrency, isn't important enough, and they have to like shut that down. It's so stupid. Would you launch kind of how Barb's did, or would you do the same thing? Oh, I would definitely just do the same thing. I don't know. I don't really know how Barb's did. Because I didn't even mean to do any of it. So if I were to go back, I wouldn't change a damn thing about how Coops was done, because all of it was an accident. If I go back and I'm trying to craft it, then it turns into bullshit. It's just, I don't know. It just Coops. The spirit of Coops or Coop was that this was all fuckery and making fun of the bullshit. That's what it was. It was making fun of all the garbage that I kind of hate about this industry, which I don't hate so much when people win because of it. I don't hate that. I don't hate you winning, playing these games. I don't hate that. I just hate that that's what the industry is becoming. And it certainly was stupid when there was a bunch of name coins out there pumping. And then, you had people like BitBoy, and you just had the stupidest group of people pumping these name coins, and it deserved to be mocked. So then I started doing that weird voice and making videos, and they were a little more spontaneous, maybe a little funnier, a little more hungover. And then literally just one day, I decided, after I didn't even know, I was handing out one and offering generational wealth because you got one hole, you're a whole coiner. I didn't even know what I was doing until one day the story told itself. And all of a sudden I was like, what would be funny is if Devin disappeared with his Guatemalan nurse and she named him Coop Toshi, and then he just gave away the entire supply. And then I asked somebody who might be able to help. I was like, hey, do you think you could help me distribute the entire supply? Can you keep a secret? Like, I want to distribute this whole supply to every KubeCoin holder. And then they did it. And then it was over. And then I regretted it massively, because there was a time where I did this. I was like, well, should I keep, KubeCoin is one less than the total supply of Bitcoin. Should I go, look at the Satoshi wallet and keep one less than the Satoshi wallet? But it wouldn't have made any difference, because I would have just held it anyways, just like Satoshi. But it was interesting in those early days when KubeCoin got up to 10 cents, and me looking at it, and probably people like you, Taco, that profited probably very well off of KubeCoin, watching people profit so well off of KubeCoin, and me not getting a goddamn thing. Except for the responsibility of, keeping it exciting. Yeah, I got to spend 2023 was an interesting year, because I spent much of 2023 calling people out when it necessarily wasn't popular for me to call them out, defending people that ended up turning on me at the end of the year when it wasn't popular to defend them, distributing an entire meme coin that, in a way, I believe it. I did a poll. I think that all these meme coins that have followed really have to be more fair and transparent than they probably would have been, which is helpful because it actually makes people have some level of trust in them in a bit. Doing all that, handing it all away. I mean, I've gotten a little bit, and you guys were generous and did donate Coop back to me. And I made a little bit off of that on occasions, a little bit there, a little bit here, whatever, from your generous donations. I vaulted most of it, all that stuff. But I think 2024 should probably be, my focus should be growing this channel and seeing how I can make this my only job. Because if I get through 2024, if we're here at the end of 2024 and I'm still relatively in this area, I think I should be real with myself and just stop. So there you go. 2024 is a big year for the ReCoop. All One Coop segment for $100 to have a dinner with Coop Daniels. LOL. The money will go straight CRV and then put money. See, there we go. Once again, I would do. I'd sell ReCoop. Well, Coop segments. That's fine. I could sell ReCoop segments, I guess, for a dinner with Coop. For a dinner with Coop. The hell would you guys want to do that for? I guess it could be fun if I just got hammered at that dinner and put on a weird show. Hey Taco, are you the Taqueria van place accepting taco token payments? They sure are. More than half of the outflow will be MicroStrategy. Yeah, this is from a while ago. But it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting for MicroStrategy because MicroStrategy is one of the only options for these institutional investors to get like good exposure to Bitcoin. And when BlackRock and ARK and all of these other ones are there for their, much more official or whatever, or, spot Bitcoin ETF, then you should see some outflows because what is MicroStrategy except for a massive Bitcoin balance sheet? So we'll see. See how that goes. Yeah, this is Coop. What are you accumulating currently? What's your top 3 accumulations outside of Algo and Bitcoin? For me, it's Atom, Rune, and Near are at the top of my DCA list. Okay, so I haven't been accumulating much other than Bitcoin and wanting to rebuild my Algo bag because I still do believe in Algo because of certain things. I hope that's right. But because I love the community and I believe in the technology, and I certainly still believe in Silvio. And you heard me when I was reading that. But I have been accumulating DOT as well over this year. I accumulated DOT, and Rune is something that's interesting to me. So Rune, I don't own any Rune, but Thorchain is an interesting thing, and I think it's a necessary tool in a very dicey future. So I think that is something that I want to do. I don't really know. I should be accumulating that now, I guess. It just hasn't been trading very well, so it's hard to dive in. Aiden says, if you guys weren't silly bitches, you'd be smashing the like button. I mean, what's with the silly bitches? If you're on Twitter, then head on over to YouTube and give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Let's help it grow. Actually, I have a question. What other work do you or did you used to do? Well, Jeffrey, I have a lot of experience as an actor. I do. I have acted. I was been in several commercials. I haven't done much of that lately. Ever since I did do what was it? Was it Infinity or Lexus? I can't remember. I've done both Infinity and Lexus commercials. I can't remember what it was, but I did have I think that was a Lexus. I had like a COVID themed Lexus commercial that I barely showed up in, but I got paid like I was a star. I had an Infinity commercial recently, not recently, but somewhat recently. I did an IHOP commercial. I've done a Chase Bank commercial, a Microsoft commercial. I played George Lucas in a movie way back when. I used to get paid to be on stage. Did some stand-up comedy where I got some money. I bartended, a lot of bartending. Bartending was a lucrative gig. Yeah, those. Read whose post? Read his post is fantastic. I will read it. Oh, so Fisherman is talking about Vitalik Buterin's post, and I'm going to read it. I'll read it this weekend. We can talk about it. Coop's a stone cold actor, baby. Algo learner. Yeah, I'm the one. Yes, Magnum PI reboot. Magnum DGB. I remember that. That was fun. That the ReCoop really did take off thanks to the Digibyte community. When I first entered this space, I entered it through Bitcoin, but it was so stupid. It felt stupid to me on how expensive it was and slow it was. And so I started to look around. I was like, okay, Litecoin, the Digibyte community. I don't know. I had a buddy that was all into Doge at one point, and I thought it was funny. So I started just being like, well, Digibyte makes sense. Look how fast and easy it is to move, Oh, and it's decentralized. It has all the same ethos and stuff like that. And then I realized, well, I was being a bit silly. But I got into the detective work, and I started to do Magnum DGB, and people started to. It was fun. It's where my thumbnails took off, essentially, where I started to put my face, my mustachioed face on Magnum PI posters. So I think people started to pay attention a little bit more. Taco says, Coop, I just want to say I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you too, Taco. You've been, you're a supporter. You've been a supporter of Coop. You've been a supporter of my show, and you sent me an awesome care package. So it's all good. It's all love, baby. It's just nice sitting back, getting stuff done, and hearing your beautiful voice in the background. In my opinion, $100 isn't enough to have dinner with Coop. Okay. Well, dinner with Coop. Wouldn't that be funny if that were a thing? Maybe someday. Maybe someday this channel will grow to the point where we do. Yep, that's why I buy Algo. It's a grown-up focused crypto for sure. I heard on a John Woods interview with Frugal that the foundation intends on increasing fees slightly, possibly to 5 cents or a cent. Oh no, half a cent or no. Well, you put 0.05. So you mean a half a cent. Because 0.05 would be 5 cents. But I understand what you're saying. If we're trying to maybe, I mean, yeah. YouTube feed is so much better than X. Okay, good. Lee Parsons is converting Opal to Barb for the platform. Just a rumor, not confirmed. Just spread your algo on some meme coins, Borg, Barb, and Peps. If you get lucky, one of them may do 100x. Native, I like the YouTube feed better as well. The vestige breakdown is pure gold. Hopefully no more grant harvesters, but probably not. Well, they're not really handing out grants anymore. What's up, VV'd? They're not really handing out many grants anymore. Most of the stuff that they're handing out is very small and hopefully focused on, community stuff. And then they're making investments, I believe. I believe that they made an investment in Vestige. Is that true? And then the grants are going through the XGov platform where we have a voice. Stacy hasn't changed her profile picture to Coop yet. Yeah, we're still waiting, Stacy. I liked it. Coop, I believe in you. Thank you, Chris. Like and subscribe, bitches. That's me reading it. That's not me saying that. Segments are a great fundraiser. All right. Well, I mean, if you guys want, does anybody want a ReCoop segment? I'll fundraise. I'm not above fundraising. This is supposed to be a bull run year. I have a good feeling about Algo and the success of your channel. Thank you, Jeffrey. I have a good feeling about a lot of things. A lot is dicey. I'm going to work. Again, another thing that I will say, because this is the last episode of 2023, I am going to work at not getting swamped by all the potential negatives. You know what I mean? Like, yes, seeing through the bullshit and being able to be forward thinking to help inform you guys, of course. But at some points in this year, I believe that I did get a little swamped with the too many things that were negative. And that's a bear market. That's a dicey Wild West market that we're in. It's easy to do that. But, I see these like overly positive people that they certainly are leading their followers at some point to slaughter. Because I think one of the most important things that I can do in this industry is equip you with knowing things and calling out bullshit. Because then you are more informed to make decisions for yourself. Because this show isn't here for me to make the decisions for you. There is a YouTube formula where if you grow to a bigger size, then you can get the market to do things that you want and then dump on them. That's a formula. Or you can just be overly optimistic about everything and then farm these foundations, for money. Now, unfortunately for me, I was overly optimistic about Algorand for so long, and the foundation wasn't handing out any money. But other foundations clearly were, like Avalanche is willing to throw money into meme coins. I seriously doubt that the Algorand Foundation is going to be throwing money into meme coins. Now, I don't want to say that, the Algorand Foundation never gave me anything, because they certainly did. They flew me to Dubai. I got a really nice hotel room. They moved me to the nice place. I had a gorgeous hotel room for the couple of days that I stayed in Dubai. I mean, and I am grateful to those places they sent me to. I got a little stipend to go to Denver and Austin and things like that. So it wasn't not anything. But it was all basically expenses for me to get to places and to do something for them. Go on stage, moderate, MC, different things. They got a deal, if you ask me. Fuck yeah, Coop. Thorchain is great. Okay, Fisherman is on the scene with Thorchain. I'm definitely looking at it. I need to learn a ton more about it, but I want to use Thorchain, and I do want to, and that involves owning Rune in order to use it optimally, as far as I understand. So at some point, maybe Fisherman, you can text me when you think that, or DM me when you think that I should buy it. I don't know. Fuck my life. I'm a silly bitch, but I fixed that. That's right. Sam Malone on Cheers. I know I should do the reboot. We should do a reboot. Somebody write a reboot of Cheers and let me play Sam Malone. I definitely am a Sam Malone on Cheers. There's fun in bartending. It's a backbreaking gig, but I enjoy. There's something about like people that go into bars that either just looking for a release, normal people, and there's also just like lonely people that are, I don't know. I always found it enjoyable to connect with people, kind of make their experience cool, make them laugh, maybe have a little therapy session, and then they reward you with a big tip. I see people complaining about like tips. I never had a problem with tips. People, I also worked in wealthy places, but the amount of $100, $200 tips that I've gotten in my bartending day makes me very uncomplaining about all that. I forgot about that George Lucas clip. Wasn't sure if it was awkward, but nobody got it. Cool. What's up, Django? You kept my mornings in the know about crypto and Algorand. Can't wait to see what you have in store for 2023. Thank you, Michael Norris. I appreciate you, man. 0.5 cent to 1 cent. Yep. All right. Well, that makes sense, man. Raise the fees. Like, I don't know. The fees are so low. A 0.5 cent probably won't break the bank. XGov is 2 mil algo quarter allocated for it until further notice. So not too much in terms of grants as such. Yeah, Simon, it's small scale. They're rolling it out slowly, which I think makes sense. Maybe I can come up with a proposal for XGov that is mutually beneficial. And it's not just me getting money and continuing to do the same thing, Yeah, I don't know. Like I could see something where I do an XGov thing where let's see, where I bring back the algo rant and anything that I get goes to me locking up for a year in the XGov platform, which incentivizes me for that entire year to stay up on all of the proposals and everything that's going on Algorand. So it continues for me to stay, completely engaged. I get a little bit of upside, but the fact that I got a grant that is earning yield in the XGov platform, it kind of just creates a cool incentive for me to stay heavily engaged in Algorand and to go back to maybe doing an Algorand, continuing to do my show, my cross-chain, my multi-chain, my whole industry, my macro, whatever show every morning, and then puts me on the hook to make an algo rant 1 to 2 times a month and follow the XGov platform closely because I have skin in the game and I need to vote and all that. What do you guys think of that? Does that sound all right? I could do that. Coop is one of the main reasons why Algorand ecosystem is alive. In my opinion, you should get some kind of grant. Oh, well, that's nice of you. Thank you. Could be unrelated, but some of Wallet's Algorand grant recipient wallets linked to WAG. So perhaps something about memes. All right. Paying exorbitant amounts for transactions on ETH make it moon. Why not try? 409 says, consider posting an image of your wallet QR code during your show with your NFT address for donations. I should do that. Thank you, man. I should get that on like one of these screens. I used to watch Cheers while working in a bar. It was very meta. There's worse things than being a bartender. Being a waiter is one of them. Great idea, 409. Make the fees fixed, $10 when selling. Would vote for it. Go for it. I think you should write a proposal for Voy. I should write a book. I have threatened that as well. All right. I could write proposals for all of it. All right. Well, guys, look, what a year. All right. Let's look at Twitter real quick before I sign off. Let's see what's going on Twitter. Make sure that there's nothing interesting that I'm missing here. We're still on Vestige. Okay. All right, let's go to Twitter right here. Make sure I'm not. Boop, boop. I have no idea how this works. Live on X. Noob. No idea what that means. All right, let's get away from this. Okay, we got to talk about this. And I didn't even talk about it. We need to talk about this. Aura mining begins. Who's going to set up an LP for the Aura token if the first thing people will do with it is try to sell? Why would people buy Aura off of DEX when the miners will probably be dumping heavily? Aura down only? Talk theory with me. Not sure they would sell Aura token for less than the algo it took to mine it, though. Who knows how many thousands of algo it will take to get one Aura? The only issue for mining Aura that I see, as far as I understand it, so there is something cool that they're doing. Like, I guess the one with the most skin in the game wins the Aura, the 1.05 Aura, and then they get reset back down. And then people, so eventually, if you just continue to burn algo for transaction fees, you will win at some point. The only issue I see with this, because everybody's excited about New Year's Eve and, you know, getting their juicer going, is that there's going to be so much competition in the early days that it's going to be so much harder to get the Aura. And then if the hype doesn't last for very long, because this thing is going to go for 15 years, apparently, it's probably wiser to wait for the hype to die down. I don't know. Can it continue? Can the hype continue is the real question. So totally responds to make Ethereum cypherpunk again, make Solana even faster. A world where Ethereum succeeds as a cockroach settlement layer needs a high-performance execution engine that is best in class at synchronizing state at the lightest speed. I don't know, man. This person asks an interesting question. What happens when another faster high-performance execution engine comes along with a shiny new token and an opportunity for users to be early to a new ecosystem? Yeah. Our biggest moments are yet to come. Have loved every minute of this journey so far, all the way from 2018. 2024 will be the year of Opal. KubeCoin, CRV, Vault update. Let's give the update. After 262 donations by 122 community members, the CRV is currently worth around $27,000, $27,600. Look at that, dude. Give me a break. Isn't that cool, though? Look at that. D13 and team, whoever the hell they are, I don't even really know. I pay very and I'm genuine about this. I pay a peripheral amount of attention to this. I think I might even be on a I don't pay any attention. I don't know. I have no idea. But that vault, just from donations, is up to $28,000. And they've been deploying capital. The capital will be deployed towards bringing longevity and utility to Coop according to the decisions of a two-tier governance. You guys are working this all out without me, without any. So funny. That's so funny. My mom got my son, like when we arrived at their house for Christmas, she got like a little presents for the kids pre-Christmas, and there was a purple safe that looked exactly like that. And I was always like, why did you give my son the purple safe and then Evie not even? But anyways, it looks exactly like that. It's so funny. That's awesome. The CRV, my thing's not working. That CRV thing, like D13 clearly saw an opportunity in Coop, and other people saw an opportunity in Coop that because of its fair launch, because of the guy that created it, it didn't keep any for himself. Because of all those things, there was an opportunity, a fresh start with some hype. And then you had somebody like Block Runner. Once again, the art behind any success that that ReCoop has can be in some part drawn back to Block Runner. Block Runner is the logo. He's the backgrounds. He's the opening thing for the show. He's also the creator of the KoopCoin logo. Block Runner is an insane artist. He did all of this for nothing. Maybe he won something because of this logo. I have no idea. I don't remember, but I do know that Flemish Giants, Flemish Clones, and anything and Fractal Monsters and their tamers and anything that whole group of people, Algobama and his cross-chain spaces, his continued dedication to Algorand, even though who knows what is going on, that whole team is such an asset to the Algorand ecosystem. Like, yeah. So ending this year thanking Block Runner for all of his art, all of his contributions, all of his generosity, and all of that is extremely appropriate. So thank you, brother. Mela Benito knows he knows this guy's smart too. He's like, hey man, you said that these other layer ones are going to pump and the meme coins that they're involved with are going to pump. So he put funny hair on. This is pretty funny. I'll give that a like. Also because Fisherman loves it. Uh-oh. So there you go. In celebration of the Kibissus wallet launching with ARC 200 support, I put together the following little something for people to download it and tweet about it. There's like a huge depth of liquidity in Coop. There is a community of these people that have vaulted Coop for a long period of time. There are people like selflessly dedicating time to creating a rewards vault so that because it got fully distributed. So there's no way to do staking or anything like that or to inflate it. So people had to selflessly donate to this vault. So not only have they the rewards vault. So not only they locked up their Coop for long term, they've also donated to a rewards vault to create all of the things just through the the generosity of the community in belief that they're building something that is important. The fuck, man? See, this is a lesson. This is the big lesson for 2023. The coolest shit. And I complained about it earlier, but I wasn't really complaining. I was just talking about the struggle. But the coolest shit that I learned in 2023 is sometimes selflessness, whatever, at least a hint of selflessness. I'm not trying to say I'm some selfless, like fucking beacon of hope over here, but I'm just saying that move where I wanted to be selfish on some level, I wanted to maybe keep some for myself. I wanted it because I want more. I need money. You know what I mean? Like I want to make it too. I want to get all the money and have some financial, but I knew that Coop wasn't for that. I knew I couldn't play the game like that. I knew that this wasn't it. That wasn't what the point was. The point was to make fun of that. And if I participated in that, it'd make it all bullshit. And so I actually acted ethically with, as well as I could. And everybody else sort of just did it instinctively too, because they're like, that's what this is. Hell yeah. Anyways, the D13 appreciation posts are awesome. He deserves it. Everyone's mad at Crypto Daily. He's like, why do you have more than 1 million followers, but all of your posts only have like 22 likes? What was cool when you were young but isn't cool now? Pegging pants. I remember pegging pants. Guess overalls with one thing down. I don't think is that cool? Is that cool again? I don't know. That's a weird, it's an intense image. Just going to keep on scrolling. Algorand Governance is coming to AVAX with xALGO. xALGO is a cross-chain liquid staking product by Folks Finance powered by Wormhole. In partnership with Benki Finance and Trader Joe, we've established 2 pools for xALGO. Algo's on Avalanche. All right, guys. I think we did it. I don't know what Mars is talking about. All right. I don't know what I'm talking about. Live on. I have no idea how this works. Live on X. Okay, let's just. What are you talking about? There. Let's have this conversation live. What are you talking about? Live on X. All right. Okay. Let's leave now. Okay. All right, everybody. Well, thank you. It's weird to me how some. Or is going to be, I think you should write a vote. Can I rent your hair for a date with my wife? Yes. Yes, you can, Israel. You just need to get a ReCoop segment. Aura is going to be so much fun. I agree, actually. Kind of funny doing a proof of work on Algorand, but it does show speed of algo. I heard WAG has DWF connections from WAG. What is WAG, guys? I'm sorry. I don't know what WAG is. Which one is WAG? Early days will be about seeing how the network handles the load and how the anti-spam fees hold up. That is what is the most exciting thing about Aura, is to see how Algorand, because I have been on Twitter for a long time being like, can somebody test Algorand? Can we put Algorand to the test? So it's going to be really fun. D3 for president. Coop wants his cut of the vault. No, I don't. Is it in Coop or USDC? It's probably in, I think they do a bunch of different things. In Coop, worth about that much. Oh, okay. Could be 500,000 one day. Some Coop should have been kept for yourself and for development. Decentralizing too fast isn't always the best option. But see, what happened is that they did it instead. That's what people said afterwards, is that was one of the negative things about Coop, was that full decentralization. And then and that's something that I think D13 identified, and whoever else identified, is that we needed something in order to incentivize development. And then they created it. So they did it on their own. Actual decentralization, community-led type of thing. Andy says, Coop fan is an army. The alpha of meme coins is now no longer a meme coin. It's the store of value for Algo fam. It's weird to me how some content creators spend so much energy crapping on certain tokens. I don't get it. Encryption. Okay. Let's see. Did Marge respond? that meta. All these different doof. What are you talking about? I'm still waiting. Never mind. I didn't know how to fully enter the broadcast and see the chat on X. Okay. I love you. Let's just. There you go. All right. I keep on wanting to check these notifications, these DMs. So let's end this so I can do that. All right, everybody. Once again, I'm finally going to hang up now. Some of that vault should be USDC as well. Don't see why most of a treasury is kept in a volatile asset in the crypto space. It hurts you during a bear market. Yeah, I don't know. Is it all in Coop? I actually don't know. I know that they have provided liquidity into a ton of different pools. So there's exposure to, there's a lot of LP token exposure to like GoBTC, I'm sure USDC. There's a lot of different things, but other people actually know more about this than I do. So that's good. Algo hour, 6 Eastern. Good vibes. Don't miss Algo hour. So wait, Algo hour's coming on today at 6 p.m. Eastern. Is that what we're talking about? Because I will plug that if you guys tell me. Is it today at 6 p.m. Eastern? Because I will tune in. I will tune in to Algo Hour at 6 p.m. Eastern. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next year. Coop is the safest crypto asset. I will see you next year. And let's get all of these giveaways given away. You know what I mean? Like, let's not make me look like a dickhead and not get you guys all the things. So once again, let's see, what did World Renowned win? Because I know he said something. World Renowned won something. Oh yeah, he won the taco NFT. I do have that. So yeah, GFY, I think I need to still get you that Bork. Benedict, I need to get you that Poof. And that's from Mingo, actually. So I need to get that from him. There's a lot of work I got to do this. Probably would have been better if I had it. No free game. I got to get you that Christmas cone. That can happen quickly if you want it. Let's figure it out. It's so stable and slowly growing, just like BTC. All right, folks. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. See you next year. Relax. It's so stable. Oh, I already read that. Yeah, I'll see you next year. There is a possibility that I can't do this show on Tuesday. So we'll figure it out. I'll either do a New Year's Day show on Monday. I don't think I'm going to do the show on Tuesday. So maybe it'll be better to just start the new year on Wednesday. I'll figure it out. And, we'll get going and we'll be consistent starting at least on Wednesday. All right, everybody. I appreciate it. Have a happy new year. I'll see you on Twitter. Let's have some fun. I'll probably share some ridiculous things over the weekend because that's just what I'm going to do. Let's make sure that everybody gets the giveaways from the Christmas show. And yeah, don't be too much of a dickhead this weekend. Don't get too drunk. Don't go driving and get in a car accident. Don't get arrested. Nobody get arrested this weekend. Will you please? Don't fight. Don't get in a fight. Like, don't fight people. Don't get arrested. Just be loud. If you're going to do anything stupid, like go in the backyard and lay in your vomit or something and swear that you're never going to drink again on January 1st. That's as bad as you're allowed to be this weekend, okay? You can do whatever you want. I just don't want you arrested, and I don't want you fighting people. All right? Those are my rules. All right, everybody. Gov needs the Voy winners. Okay, I'll send Gov those. Oh, yeah, that'll be easy. Okay, so the Voy winners are Bernie, Ice Age, Algo Lover, Rich Flair, Sus, and Relax and Sleep. I'll send that to Gov. All right, everybody. Thank you, Chris. And yeah, thank you for everybody's support. Especially, Chris is somebody, he's the last comment here. I'd like to give him a shout out. Somebody that has supported my show through me calling him out, celebrating him. We've had some of my favorite conversations on my show. I'm sure we're going to have some more of those favorite conversations in the future. I'm rooting for you, Chris, to win with the things that you're doing. I think you're a good man, and everything's going to be okay. There's allowed to be more than one AVM, everybody. All right, everybody. Have a great Rich Flair. He won. Oh, and Bernie's one of the winners as well. I know Rich Flair's a big supporter of Voy, isn't he? Well, he's got 50,000 VIA now. So there you go. All right, everybody.